Welcome to Where I Long to Be, a magical trip report podcast. My name is Virginia, and I am your host. Thank you all for being here today. If you have not listened before, I hope that you like what you hear and you will consider subscribing or following the show on the app you're listening on now. It will ensure that you always have the newest episode ready to go. On today's pre-trip interview, you will hear my conversation with Anna. For this trip, Anna used the assistance of travel agent Amy Smith with Mickey Travels. Amy's information is linked in the show notes in case you are looking for your own travel agent. And now, let's get into the pre-trip fun. Here's Anna. Welcome to the podcast, Anna.
Thanks, Virginia. I'm excited to be here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your first time on the podcast, but is I assume not your first time going to Walt Disney World. Tell me a little bit about your Disney history.
Okay, well, I'm excited. I went to Disney World for the first time and only time when I was a child in 1998 with my family. I was 10 years old. We stayed at Dixie Landings. We did a couple of parks. It was right before Animal Kingdom opened, and we loved it. And then I never really thought about Disney World again. I've known friends that went, like when we were in college, and it just never was something that I was interested in. Fast forward to this year, actually, was my first time going back in February. My whole family went. So it was me, my husband, my son, Arthur, who's 8 years old, my daughter, Myra, who is 3. And we went and did a resort-only trip. We stayed at French Quarter. Mm-hmm. And did lots of dining reservations and character meals and pool time and Disney Springs and all of that, and absolutely loved it. I was ready to book my next vacation and go back right away. And I ended up going back in September, so last month, with my daughter, who is 3, and my mom. And we stayed for 6 days. And as we were getting up to that trip, I was so excited and just constantly talking about planning and all these things that I wanted to do. And I could tell my 8-year-old son, Arthur, was getting a little sad. Aww. And so I said, because at first he went on a trip with my husband earlier in the year to a basketball game. And this was the girls' trip. Well, Arthur was getting a little jealous. So I realized he has Friday, November 7th off of school. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, well, let's do a little trip together. And I don't know if you've ever heard of Great Wolf Lodge, but it's like an indoor water park. Okay.
Haven't just heard of it. I've been to it once.
It's rough. It's a rough situation. At least the one near us. It's a little it's not super nice. It's very loud. Yeah. But I was like, okay, I'll take him to Great Wolf Lodge. So I looked up the prices for the two of us to go stay 2 nights at Great Wolf Lodge, and it was $800. And I said, okay, if I'm going to spend $800 to go to Great Wolf Lodge, let me see what it would cost to go to Disney. So lo and behold, we're going to Disney. Just the two of us, just me and my son.
Wow, that's much better than Great Wolf Lodge. The one that we went to was in Virginia somewhere. I can't remember. We did it. We were driving down to visit family in North Carolina, and we had planned it to be part of that journey. I mean, I think Alex had fun. I'm not sure. He was probably 4 or 5, but you're right. It was rough. It was real rough. There wasn't a lot to do outside of the resort itself. So you were just kind of stuck there. It was like being on a cruise on the land. But themed with wolves.
Yeah. And I just, it wants to be Disney. And I don't know. I, like so many other people, have been, bit by the Disney bug. And now I just want to go back all the time and plan trips just for fun, and just am constantly looking up what prices are of things. So anyways, I think this is a great choice.
I think it also wants to be universal, because I remember there was some kind of wand situation where you were doing some kind of scavenger hunt thing, and you have to pay for the wand and all of that. And, but it has its time and its place in people's lives when their children are little, and especially depending on where in the world you are, it can be a very easy trip for some people, because, it's a lot easier to get to because there's multiple locations. I have to ask a question about your first trip to Disney. You said you stayed at Dixie Landings, and I know that that's what became either Riverside or French Quarter, but I'm not sure which. Okay, so it was purely the Riverside side that was Dixie Landings. Did French Quarter exist then? Do you know?
I don't know. I've tried to look it up. It seems like it did exist, and when they decided that Dixie Landings was problematic because it is,
Mhm.
they just decided to lump it in with French Quarter and call it the whole thing Port Orleans. Like, so instead of having Port Orleans French Quarter and then Dixie Landing, they had the Port Orleans Riverside and the Port Orleans French Quarter.
So when you went to French Quarter, did any of it feel familiar?
So this is the funny thing. It didn't at first, but when we were there, we spent our last night. We walked over to Riverside for the first time and ate there for dinner. And I kept saying, "This seems like I've been here before. I feel like I've
Mhm.
seen this." We went on a carriage ride around Riverside, and I just kept saying, I feel like this is where we probably stayed. And then I went back and was looking at pictures, and sure enough, like the main pool looks the same.
Mhm.
That what's it called?
The wheel?
Yes. That was there. The rooms, obviously, like there was a picture of inside of our hotel room, and it obviously looks completely different now.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and I remember it being a fifth sleeper. We had 5 people in my immediate family growing up, and I remember there being one of the little drop-down beds from the
Okay.
wall. And so
Okay.
that makes sense with Riverside having that capability still.
Right. Right. So you must have been not in the mansions kind of like the bayou, I guess they call it.
Correct.
Okay. All right. I've never stayed in the bayou section because I think they do prioritize families that need that fifth sleeper. So I've only ever gotten to stay in the mansions. So having stayed at both, and I know it's been a long time since you stayed at the Riverside side, which one did you prefer?
French Quarter is definitely the perfect vibe for my family
Mm-hmm.
now. So I would say that. I really like how small it is, how it feels really easy to get around. It's quiet. We really loved that pool. I think that when my family goes back again all together, we'll probably stay at French Quarter again. But
Mm-hmm.
I think this time we will go explore some of the pools and amenities at Riverside
Yeah.
in
I
the
like
future.
the pool at Riverside a lot better. But otherwise, I think French Quarter is where it's at for me because the theming is just so pretty and it's just easy. You don't have to have
Hmm.
an internal bus. It's just small and quaint and beignets. So,
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And not having the bus loop is really convenient.
yeah, yeah.
So
All right. Where do you live in the world?
I live in Ohio. I am halfway between Columbus and Cincinnati in just a really small town
Hmm.
called Yellow Springs.
So, do you fly out of Cincinnati?
Um, we are going to be flying out of Columbus. I
Oh, okay.
found tickets round trip for $120 a person out of Columbus. So I kind of just check both Columbus and Cincinnati.
Uh-huh. Okay. Every time I hear stories like that, it makes me so jealous. I can never find flights at that good a price, and I don't know what it is. Is it the time that I'm traveling? Is it the fact that I'm coming from New York City? I don't know. What time is your flight?
Okay, our flight leaves at 3:05 p.m. So I will be picking my son up early from school. He thinks he's going to be there the whole day, so I think it'll be really exciting when I show up to get him early on Thursday, and then we'll drive about an hour to Columbus to the airport.
Okay, the flight leaves at 3?
Yes.
So what time do you have to pick him up because of the drive and getting there in enough time to check in?
I'll probably pick him up around 11:30.
Okay,
It's a
that's
very
enough
small
time.
airport, so when
That's
you
enough
get
time.
there, right, most of the time that I need to get there early is so we can park and then get shuttled over, but the airport is really small. Usually you can just walk through security,
Hmm.
and Southwest has their own wing almost, and so it's really easy to get where you need to go. It's not like the airports you're used to.
No. I have to account at least 20 minutes just to walk to the gate from security.
Yeah, this is not like that.
So if you're leaving at 3:05, approximately what time will that put you in Orlando?
5:10.
All right. How are you going to get from the airport over? Oh, I didn't ask where you're staying this time, did I? Did you
No,
say?
I
Where
didn't
are you
say.
staying?
So it's going to sound very familiar to you. We are doing a split stay between All Star Sports and Pop
Hmm.
Century.
Okay. Are you doing one night at All Star
Yes,
and then move it? Yes, you're recreating my trip.
exactly.
I love that for you. Is Arthur a sports fan?
He is. He really likes basketball. So I have requested the hoops section. We'll
Mm-hmm.
see what happens. But I'm excited. We should get there early enough that we can spend some time really exploring the hotel and checking everything out. I think he'll
Mm-hmm.
enjoy that.
Are you going to take a lift?
We are not. We are renting a car.
Oh, you are? Okay. What made you decide to rent a car?
I have never rented a car before.
I mean,
But
in life ever?
I mean, I guess my husband has and then like picked me up. But yeah, I don't know that I personally have ever rented a car.
Okay. Did you pick one that is in MCO where you can just kind of walk out and it's right there?
Yes, it's Alamo. And I decided to do this because you'll see we're going to be going to a water park and I think it'll be easier to get there. And then I also think it'll be easier with a split stay to have our luggage in the car.
Yes. Yeah. Agreed.
So that's why we're doing this. So there's a couple of things that I have learned, if I can
Mm-hmm.
share them.
Okay.
I have heard about something called Visitor Toll Pass, which is,
Okay.
have you heard of this before?
I have vaguely, I think, but I have my own like Sun Pass thing that I can bring
Okay.
down.
So this is an app that you get on your phone. You register as being a visitor to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get there, I go to a kiosk, I scan my phone, and it will give me a hang tag that I use in the car. Because if
Mm-hmm.
we were to use the toll pass situation in the rental car, they'll charge us a lot more money. So we're
Mm-hmm.
going to try this. We're going to try Visitor Toll Pass. And we are renting a car through Alamo. And supposedly, I have done all the things I need to do to skip the line. So they tell me that there are keys inside of the cars. We are
Mm-hmm.
renting a Jeep. We should just be able to pick one out and then go to the exit where I show my ID, a credit card, and a thing on my phone, and I should be able to leave.
Like the kind of Jeep that you can take the back off?
I don't know. I asked Arthur what he would want, and he obviously wanted like a sports car. And I was like, I don't want to drive a sports car in Florida.
Uh-huh.
I like driving like my minivan, my big car. So we'll see. I mean, even if you can take the back off, I'm not going to, but we'll
Mm-hmm.
see what we end up with.
Okay. I've never driven one of those. I don't even know what to call it. I guess it's a Wrangler, a Jeep Wrangler.
Yes.
I've never driven one of those, but we have a Cherokee, so I'm used to Jeep. It's a good car. I like it.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Um, okay. Well, I hope everything goes smoothly with that. I have not rented through Alamo, so I don't have any experience with that. I usually do National just because that's the one I get points with. But if they have the keys in the car, then that's usually very easy to just walk up, get in, drive off. Just make sure you get yourself set with your map and everything before you head out. All right. So going to All Star Sports, exploring. Are you going to do anything else this first evening?
We will just get dinner, I assume, at the quick service there.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping that we would be able to do marshmallows or watching a movie under the stars, but when I've looked it up, they don't have the November schedule yet, but it looks like they start doing those things at 6 o'clock at
Mm-hmm.
the All Stars. So I feel like we're not going to make it in time. So we
Mm,
might go swimming. I'm sure Arthur will want to go swimming.
mm-hmm.
I'm not that interested, but we'll see what happens.
Uh, did both the movies and the marshmallows both start at 6?
I think that's what I was reading.
Oh,
Yes. And
that seems funny to me, only
and right
because it's not
now,
dark yet.
I know. But I'm wondering if they're earlier at the All Stars because there's more kids that usually are there, like little kids. I'm not sure. It's earlier than what I remember from my last trip.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also what I was looking up is that All Star Sports does not offer those things on Thursday, so we would have to walk over to movies or
Oh,
music,
okay.
whichever one's in the middle.
Okay. I think it's movies. Yeah. I can never remember. Movies is the one I haven't stayed at. It's because I stayed at All Star Sports this last time, and that was my first time there. And then I've stayed at music. Okay. Friday, November 7th, you are moving over to Pop with your
Yes.
car. It's going to be super easy breezy. What's your plan for the water park?
Yes. So we'll wake up, we'll have quick service breakfast, we'll explore the hotel more if we want to,
Mm-hmm.
pack up the car, and then we are going to go rope drop Typhoon Lagoon. So
Okay.
Typhoon Lagoon is reopening. I don't know that it's open yet.
I think it is. I
Okay,
interviewed somebody recently that went. Yeah.
perfect. So we will be at Typhoon Lagoon, where I'm hoping we don't spend too much time. I assume we will probably spend about 2 hours there. I don't like feeling cold. I'm not sure it's going to be hot enough for me to be very interested in swimming.
Mm-hmm.
And water parks really aren't my favorite thing, but Arthur is so excited. So I'm really happy that he's going to have that experience. He's excited for the wave pool. I'm excited for the lazy river.
Mm-hmm.
And I should also say that this trip started out as we were not going to go into any parks again this trip. We were going to just do this water park and then Disney Springs and have a really relaxed time.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur can get easily overwhelmed in new situations. And so he had said, well, I don't want to go into any parks. I'll go to Disney. I would rather go to Great Wolf Lodge, but I'll go to Disney if I don't have to do any of the parks. And things have changed. So we can talk about that later as it goes. But yeah, this is from the get-go. He really wanted to try a water park because we've never been to one.
You've never been to a water park at all? Will this be his first?
I mean, we've been to Great Wolf Lodge, but no like outdoor big water park. No.
Okay. So you don't really have a sense yet of how adventurous he might feel on some of these things.
Correct. I don't.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to want to do a bunch of big slides, but maybe he will. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, there's a number of things that you do with more than one person, so you'd be able to be together. So maybe that will help him to be more adventurous.
Maybe. So we'll see. We're going to learn a lot on this trip.
Yes. I'm going to give you a warning as a mom. The lazy river, there are multiple parts where there's like waterfalls that you can avoid, but you have to really try. And if you have a kid, they're going to push you under the waterfall. So be prepared to get wet.
Good to know.
And the waterfall water is cold.
It's cold. Oh.
The lazy river water is warm. But
it will be an experience.
Yes. But you know what? It's a memory that you will have. Like, as much as I protest and, don't shove my inner tube under that water and then Alex does it anyway. Like we both laugh like crazy and I'm just like, oh, I'm going to kill you. So, whatever happens will happen.
And that's what I'm excited about. I'm just excited to spend time with him one-on-one because we haven't done that a lot lately.
So only a couple hours there. That says to me you're probably going to have some other plans for the day. What might those include?
So I do plan on getting quick service lunch there or just snacking or something. A priority is a pink donut from Joffrey's because Arthur has started watching YouTube videos. That's what has got him more adventurous on this trip. And he has seen this, he calls it the Simpsons donut. So we might try and get one of those before we leave.
Do they have one of those at Joffrey's at Typhoon Lagoon? Okay.
I looked it up. It sounds like there is one, but I don't know where.
There probably is. I've just never noticed it. But I've also never been to Typhoon Lagoon at a normal time. I've always been there for H2O Glow night parties.
Oh, okay.
So
I have it on my list for this day just because I don't want to forget it and then be on the ride home and him say, oh, I never got my donut. So I'd like to just get it done and know we have it. So then we are heading to Pop where we will just get in our car, drive over. I am crossing all of my fingers that they happen to have a room ready for us, which I know probably won't happen. I have to get that in my mind. But we're going to go there. We're going to see if they have our room. If so, I will cry tears of joy. And if not, I will try and freshen up in the locker room by the pool because we are going to the Christmas party this night.
Oh, okay.
And I would like for us to have a little bit of downtime. So I'm a little stressed out about this because Arthur's probably too old to go with me into the locker room, the women's locker room. So he'll have to go into the men's and kind of take a shower or something and get dressed. And then I will just have to get dressed really quick and meet him out in the pool. So we'll figure it all out. If our room isn't ready, my plan is to pack up books or iPads or whatever we need and to take the Skyliner over to Riviera and just relax at the Riviera for a few hours. Just have some quiet time, get some snacks. I just feel like that would be a really cozy environment to have some chill time before the Christmas party. If our room is ready, we would just get ready and stay in our room.
I am guessing they're going to have some sort of family bathroom situation that at the very least you could go in there together.
Okay. That's good to know.
I'm
So we'll
yeah,
see.
I feel like they must. And if they don't, I think you should just ask a cast member because yes, he's in 3rd grade, but that's still very much a kid. I personally would not maybe I'm different, but I would not feel any kind of way about being in the women's locker room and a kid of that age walking in that's a boy.
Well,
I
that's
just
good.
wouldn't.
My problem is he's really tall and big for his
Oh,
age. He is
okay.
almost the same height as me. And
Ah,
so when people see him, and this has been his problem his whole life, they automatically assume he's way
he's
older
older.
than he is.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's where we do have a problem. Like he looks like a
Yeah.
preteen.
That makes a difference. Okay.
So
Hmm.
we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. And I also, you know, I don't want to beg a cast member, but I will kind of try and explain our situation and see if there's any way I will take
Yeah.
any room. I think we have a preferred room at Pop because that was what was
Mhm.
available. I will say I will trade someone room. I will whatever
Mhm.
if we can get a room. But
I think you will have a better chance of having a room ready just purely based on the fact that you will already be in town and you will already be on Disney property. So, if you have magic bands or
yes,
your My Disney experience where it is set that it knows your location, their system will know that you're in the area. And they tend to prioritize people that they know are right there and ready to go.
we did a split stay in September and our rooms were not ready very
Mhm.
early. So that did make me nervous, but I think you're right. And I've also kind of toyed with the idea since I'll have a car. If we
Mhm.
wake up early enough, I might just go to Pop early before Typhoon Lagoon and kind of try and check in with them there and see
Mhm.
if that could bump us up to an
Yeah.
earlier priority.
And when you do your room preferences in the app, it will ask you, what your preferences are, and then it will ask you, do you want to prioritize the preferences or having a room ready
I
sooner?
did that. I didn't put any
So,
preferences. I just said prioritize having a room ready.
yeah, yeah.
So
I
we'll
don't know. I
see.
just feel like it's going to work out for you. I'm
Thank you.
I'm not worried about it for you.
Okay,
I don't know
good.
why.
It'll all work out. It will be fine.
Yeah.
Either way.
Okay.
But I do think it would be nice to relax at the Riviera if we don't have a room. I feel like that has the vibe that
Mhm.
feels relaxed. So we'll see.
Have you stopped by the Riviera before?
No.
Okay. All right. I would personally recommend you try to get over there at some point if you can. If you can squeeze it into your time, even if it's just for a coffee or a pastry or something like that, because it's beautiful and it's so easy to get to from Pop.
Yeah, I think we will get there. I have it later
Okay.
as an
All
option
right.
too. So then we are going to take a bus. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not driving to Magic Kingdom this day. I've decided I think we're going to bus. Um,
Yeah. That with Magic Kingdom specifically, it does not make sense for you to drive over there.
right. And I just don't want to have to deal with it. So we will either be busing from Pop or we'll be busing from the Riviera over to
Mm-hmm.
Magic Kingdom. And Arthur has never been into Magic Kingdom before. So I think it's going to feel really special.
Aw.
The reason we are doing this,
Mm-hmm.
the entire reason we are going to Magic Kingdom is because I introduced him to Disney videos on YouTube and he started watching like the ride POV videos. And he's like, the number one thing I want to do is Tron. I
Oh,
said,
okay.
we are going to Epcot. That was the one park we had decided we would go to. So when he said he really wanted to ride Tron, he sometimes doesn't feel super adventurous
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of things in life. And so I was like, if he wants to do this, I want to make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no way I can make it work because there's a Christmas party that night. And then I was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, I love Christmas. Why don't we go to the Christmas party? So that's what we're doing. So we will be going there. We have matching shirts. I'm so excited. He was willing to get
Aw.
matching shirts with me. So I can't wait. My biggest priority is to get a picture of us in front of the castle in our matching shirts.
That will be so cute. What do your shirts look like?
I got them off Etsy. They're just green and they have like a wreath, and his has Donald Duck in the middle, and mine has Minnie Mouse.
Okay. Cannot wait to see those. What time are you going to try to arrive for the party? Because you can arrive usually before it ever starts by a couple of hours.
Yeah, I think we could get there at 4. So my plan is to try and leave the resort around 3:45 so that we miss that first surge of
Mm-hmm.
people trying to get in. So we get there like shortly after 4.
Mm-hmm.
So sometime between 3:45 and 4, I would like to leave so that we can get there, get our wristbands, and get in. I'm going to try to get a single pass for Tron. I've heard that this is sometimes possible, that even if you don't have park tickets, you can still get a single pass. I don't
Mm-hmm.
really know how that works, but I'm going to try.
I think you can book your single pass up to a week in advance of your trip, which, because you have a split stay, will not be a week before the Thursday. It will be a week before the Friday.
Right.
So that means on Halloween, you need to prioritize getting your single pass for Tron.
Yes. So we are going to get that. And then hopefully, so here's my hope. I don't know if this is going to work out, but it's the first night of the Christmas party.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that a lot of the people that are going to be attending are influencers, travel agents, all
I'm
the
sure
people.
they will be.
And they're going to prioritize the parade, the fireworks, the specialty foods, whereas we are essentially first timers. And I'm hoping we can prioritize just the normal everyday things, the rides, the regular food, stuff like that. So I'm hoping we can get on Tron more than once.
Oh, I feel like you're going to be able to.
I think so.
For that reason specifically, because you're right. A lot of the people who are doing the influencing accounts, all of that sort of thing, will be focused on those party things. And a lot of the people who are not attending the party go to other parks on those days. Like Magic Kingdom is a very light day on a party day because people don't want to waste a park ticket on a day when they can't stay the whole time. So I think you'll be fine. You said that Arthur has gotten into watching a lot of the ride POVs. So is he into some of these channels where you might happen to see one of those influencers there at the party?
I'm not sure. We have watched some of them together, so I think it would be cool if we saw them. Like, I think he would recognize them, but we'll see.
Okay.
I have people that I like watching too, so who knows?
I was going to say we all do. Maybe some listeners don't, but
I'm going to be fangirling, I'm sure.
Most of the people that I talk to are into all of that kind of stuff. I saw Tim Tracker once, and Jen and baby, what was his name, Oliver, when he was like an infant, and I was like, oh my god, because they're on your screen, and then there they are, right there in real life in front of you.
Yes, so I think
so
that will be fun.
All right, are you planning on staying at this party until the end?
No, I am not. Okay. My priority for this is to just have as much fun as we possibly can. And if we stop having fun, to just leave. Okay. I'm not worried about getting the most bang for my buck or anything like that. I would like to ride as many rides as we can. I'm excited to do that with him. I'm excited to experience this with him. But yeah, we don't really have a lot of priorities. I do have a dining reservation for the Beacon Barrel at $6.50.
Oh, okay. That's exciting.
Yes.
Is he into pirates?
No, but he's really excited about this. Like, he is excited about trying the Pirates ride, like going on the Pirates ride, and we've been talking about it. And then I said, well, there is a bar that just opened, and was telling him about it. We looked at pictures. He's like, I want to do that. And I said, I don't know that we're going to be able to get a reservation. But I am signed up for a premium account on Thrill Data, and they have text alerts that you can set up for dining reservations. So it was able to get me this one within, I think, a day of me posting an alert. So I'm excited to try it. I mean, obviously, we're probably not going to eat there, but there's a drink that he's excited to try, a non-alcoholic drink, obviously.
Thank you for clarifying.
Don't want people to think I'm like taking my son into a bar. But yeah, I think that should be fun and kind of a neat experience. He's like, I can't believe I get to go to a bar, and I can't believe it looks that cool. And so I think that'll be fun. So, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to see the fireworks. I don't
Mm-hmm.
need to be on Main Street watching the fireworks, but I obviously would like to be in the park when the fireworks are going off to just see it, and
Right.
I think that would be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah. There's plenty of good places to watch them from. I do think if you can find a place where you can see the castle projections, that would be ideal. But you don't necessarily have to be right up on top of it to do that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to have to spend a bunch of time waiting.
No, don't be
So,
obsessed with finding the best. And plus, there's two of you. And I will tell you what happens is the people who go early to get a good spot typically will sit down to wait because they're getting there so early. So they'll sit down. And then as it gets closer to the showtime, I would say within the 10 or 15 minutes before it starts, cast members make them all stand up. And then they take up less space because they're on their feet. And so they all kind of squish together. With two of you, it will be very easy to just look for a small spot to kind of jump in and squeeze for a spot. So I don't put any pressure on yourself. Just walk up. If you see a place to squeeze in, you do. If you don't, you go a little bit farther back. No big deal. You will find a good spot to watch it.
I love that. And when I was there in September, I accidentally saw the
Festival of
Fantasy parade because I just happened to be walking through, and like really it was super easy to just move over and watch. So I'm hoping that we can make that happen for one of the parades that night too. We don't necessarily, like, I know he's not interested in a parade and we don't need to like find a great spot to watch it. But if we happen to see some of it as we're going through, that would be really fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Okay.
My other priority for that day is his name is Arthur. So I really want him to try and pull the sword from the stone. I want a cute picture of that. So that's my other.
Can I give you a suggestion? I don't know if this will work.
Yes.
There's usually some Fantasyland cast members that are kind of hanging out in that area, like in the little dresses or whatever. If I were you, I would pretend you don't know where the sword is and walk up to one of them and say, "Hi, this is my son, Arthur. And we heard there's a sword that he can try to pull out of the stone. Can you point me in the right direction?"
Okay. I love that.
But you got to act clueless. Don't be looking in the direction of the sword. Act like you don't know where it is.
Okay.
And we'll see if that works.
I probably don't know where it is anyway. I mean, we did it in September, but
it's right in front of the carousel, facing
between
the
castle and the carousel.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I think they're usually hanging out over by Mickey's PhilharMagic. So I would walk over there and be like, somebody told me that this is my son, Arthur. Somebody told me that there is a sword he can try to pull out and it's near PhilharMagic. And they'll be like, "Oh, no, it's right over there by the carousel." And then maybe they'll work a little bit of Disney magic for you.
So that was my priorities are pictures. His priorities are rides. Sounds
okay. This is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to hear all about it, especially if he has not done these rides and getting to see what kind of ride kid he is. I'd be thrilled to know whether he actually likes Tron after all the anticipation of wanting to do it. Did you get Memory Maker? Are you going to have that for your photos?
No, I did not get Memory Maker.
Okay.
But if I really like pictures, I'll buy that. I'll buy it later.
Yeah, you can buy them individually. You can also buy Memory Maker after the fact. It just costs a little bit more.
Yes.
So, all right. Saturday, November the 8th.
This is our Epcot day.
Okay. So, skylinering it over to Epcot.
Yes. So, my plan is to let us sleep in a little bit. We'll have, depending on how late our night is and depending on how excited we are, we'll just kind of see. I'm in no rush. I am getting us lightning lanes for this day.
Okay.
It's not my time period yet to book those, so I will book them as the time comes.
What are going to be your priorities, though, when you are able to book?
That's a good question. I am not exactly sure. I think Test Track, Soarin', and Living with the Land will be my first ones. But that's because we have a breakfast reservation at 9:20 at Garden Grill.
Oh,
and it is an Eat to the Beat concert package. So we have tickets then for 5:30 that night to the concert.
Okay, what time is the breakfast?
9:20.
9:20. Okay.
So I assume we will probably get there around that time, go to breakfast, and then just do Soarin' and Living with the Land right there, and then be able to get new lightning lanes.
Right.
That's my plan. And I had said that I was a paid subscriber for Thrill Data, and they have a new system called Wait Magic. Are you familiar with this?
I am not.
Okay, so Wait Magic is similar to Standby Skipper, but it also will modify your lightning lanes for you.
Oh.
So I used it in September, and it was fantastic because I just preloaded everything in there and asked it to, the lightning lanes I already had, I just told it to just keep modifying earlier and earlier in the day. And it basically was, I always had lightning lanes all at the same time that I could just walk around and use. So I will have set that up ahead of time so that it hopefully is just getting all of the other things for us in order and pushing them up as early as possible in the day.
Okay. Once you have the ability to get more lightning lanes, is there something else that is like a tier 1 that you're most interested in? Like a Frozen or
Yes, Frozen.
Remy?
I want to do Frozen. I'm not sure about Remy's. Arthur had eye surgery when he was 5 to fix 2 cross eyes. And even before that, because of this eye issue, he can't see in 3D.
Well, they're changing it to 2D.
They are, but right after we've been there. So I'm thinking we will just skip Remy's this time because I'm not sure that he'll be able to see it correctly. And I don't want to ruin it. So then we might as well just wait. We need to go again. I'm hoping we will go back frequently. So I'm okay saying we can do that next time.
Anna, you drank the Kool-Aid.
I did. Yeah.
And you're not upset about it.
No, my husband might be, but I am not.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. What is your husband's background with Disney? Did he ever go as a kid?
He went for one day as a kid to Magic Kingdom, and he went on our family trip, and he will be going again in the future at some point.
Happy wife, happy life.
There you go. So other things that we do want to do are Turtle Talk with Crush, Spaceship Earth, Frozen, Three Caballeros, and then wherever the world takes us.
Do you think you'll do Guardians?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Why?
I'm not a big thrill ride person.
And
I don't know how Arthur's going to do with thrill rides. And it scares me. I don't know. I really want to like it, but I'm also nervous.
I say do it. If you hate it, you never have to do it again. Yeah. If you get there and you see, indeed, he does like thrill rides.
Okay.
You got to do it.
Okay. I'm going to get us a single pass.
And yeah, get a single pass. And if you get there and you're like, he is not wanting to do any of the thrill rides, you can walk up and ask them to refund it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would just go ahead and lock it in so that you have it because it's the best. And
okay, we'll do it.
My hope for you is that you will love it. And, there's a lot of anticipation with the first hill that, like, when you kind of are entering the ride, you're going up what feels like a big hill. Just know that you're going up that hill to get you into the building where the ride actually is. And then the launch is backwards, but it's very smooth. It's really smooth.
Okay.
And it doesn't have too many like straight down. It doesn't really have any straight down. It's mostly like going around curves and then like down a little bit, but it's not like one of these giant roller coasters that you see that you're like, oh my God, that's like a 90-degree angle. That's not what this is. It's just the backward launch is exciting, but the music adds so much to it that you get into that. And I think you should give it a go if he seems like he might like it.
And I get motion sick, but I have medicine, like I have prescription medicine that I'm bringing with me. So I will have taken that and I should be good.
Okay. All right. Is Food and Wine Festival still going on at that time?
Yes.
Okay.
And there are a few things that we've looked at the food and wine, lists, and there's a variety of things that we're interested in, but his number one priority is the Nitrogen Frozen pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh, okay.
A
Sounds very
mouthful.
adventurous.
Yes,
it's
a lot of words.
Oh
So it is at one of the kiosks when you first enter from the International Gateway to the left. When I look at it's one of those over there. So we will definitely try that. And then other than that, we will just really walk around. I think he's going to love the Japan Pavilion. I think he's going to love all of them, but right now we're into anime, K-pop stuff. So I think that will be a fun place to be.
Yeah. I think that I hate to generalize, but a lot of young boys really like the Japan Pavilion because of all the Pokemon stuff and all of that stuff that's in the store there, and all the interesting candies and things that you can buy.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really fun. I did say Turtle Talk with Crush is a priority. He's really excited. We watch a lot of those videos of Turtle Talk with Crush, and his little sister got to ask a question in September. So it's a priority for him to do that as well. Ask a question. So this day I plan to go back to the resort in the afternoon and just rest for a little bit, maybe hang out by the pool just for a little bit of downtime, because Arthur is a kid that needs some downtime to recharge and regroup, because we will be going back in the evening to the 5:30 concert. It is David Archuleta, who won American Idol within the last few years.
I think it's been more than a few years, Anna.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, that's how he became famous.
Hold, please. I'm going to look it up because I'm like, I'm familiar with him having won. And so that means it's been a long time. He was on the season 7 in 2008. 2008.
Okay. Yeah. He's old like me. Okay. Great. We're going to go do that and just explore the countries and just see what we want to get into.
Okay. What time do you think you'll take this break?
I don't know. I'd probably say around 1:00.
Okay.
I think we'll be out of the park sometime between like 1 to 3 for an hour to 2.
Are you planning to stay till close?
No.
Okay. So no interest in the fireworks here.
Yeah. I mean, if we, it's not on my radar right now that we would stay that long. I think that is a very overwhelming day for Arthur. I would enjoy it. I would enjoy going to the fireworks. So we'll just see if
he may surprise you.
Stay, great. If we decide we want to take a longer break in the afternoon so that we can go back. So it's been kind of a balance of like trying to ask him, like, would you want to do this or would you want to do that? And then also just kind of waiting and seeing how things go and then presenting new options when we're there.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, you'll take his lead once you're there and you see how he's doing. All right. Sunday, November 9th is your departure day. What time is your flight?
Our flight is at 12:10.
So are you going to just do quick service at the resort that morning for breakfast?
I'm not sure. If we have not been to the Riviera yet, I would like to try an Skyliner over there. I also made a breakfast reservation at Ale and Compass at 7:35.
Okay.
Which I don't think I'm going to keep. I feel like that would push us too close to when we need to leave.
I think so. Yeah.
I just don't want to leave.
I think the Skyliner to Riviera option is the best option because it's Riviera. But also the Skyliner is open very early. So you could easily get onto the Skyliner, head over there, have a little bit of breakfast, turn around and come back and not really be worried about time.
Yeah, and I just think it'd be fun to be on the Skyliner, that last morning. It's just kind of a farewell to this trip, and I love the Skyliner.
Yeah. Also, I mean, Le Petit Cafe, I think you just have to walk up. They don't have mobile order there that I can recall. But you can mobile order your breakfast from the quick service there at
Primo Piatto.
Yeah. So you could be pre-ordering. This is my thing I always do is I mobile order my breakfast while I'm on the Skyliner, and then I go into the Riviera up to Le Petit Cafe to grab my coffee, and then I go down and grab my breakfast because
that's a great tip.
cup of coffee upstairs.
I think that's what we'll end up doing. I'm going to cancel that Ale and Compass. I think
it's just too much.
Trying to fit too much in.
Yeah. So if your flight is at 12:10, what time are you saying I have to be pulling out of the resort to head to MCO by?
8:45. I might be pushing it. I'm going to try shoot for 8:30. We'll see.
What kind of luggage situation are you going to have? I mean,
we're
are you
going to
just have a carry-on? So, yeah.
And we're going to do MCO Reserve where we can just basically walk through security. So it's mostly just returning the rental car.
Okay. Yeah. Which hopefully that'll be easy. I don't know. I don't feel like it takes that long to return it.
Good.
So at least in my experiences that I've had at MCO. But I'm sure it varies depending on the carrier. So.
And that's it. Then we are done. And I'll be sad and planning my next trip.
Planning your next trip. That is what you will be doing, because this is a hard habit to break.
I don't really want to break it either.
Yeah, I know. I'm feeling a little lost right now because I don't have any immediate plans until July, and so it's killing me. However, I do have my plan for July, and I just started planning a Disneyland Paris trip. Yes.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Which is nearly a year away, but I made a reservation, so. That's something.
Very exciting.
That's something. I have to get back down to Florida before then, though, just because otherwise, it won't feel like my annual pass has been worth it. So I need to make it worth my while. Do you think that you will book on the bounce back offer just to have something locked in?
Yes, I have some things already booked, and my travel agent is going to just apply my bounce back offer. I don't know if they're going to happen, but I just felt like I wanted something on the books.
I did not know you used a travel agent. Who did you use so that we can make sure we give them a shout out?
Yes, I used Amy Smith with Mickey Travels.
Okay, I will make sure to get her information and put it in the show notes in case anybody is looking for a travel agent. Okay. All right. Well, Anna, this has been so much fun talking through all your plans, and I can't wait to see how it goes. And God, I'm crossing my fingers for Arthur to get that sword out of the stone. I really am.
Me too. Me too.
Let's hope our plan works. Pretending you don't know where it is. All right. Well, have a magical time. Travel safely, and I will talk to you when you get back.
All right. Thanks, Virginia.
Thank you so much to Anna for joining me today. If you have a trip coming up in 2026 and would like to submit your trip for consideration, please go to my website, which is whereilongtobepodcast.com, to fill out the form by clicking on the Be Our Guest link. Anna's post-trip interview is up next and ready for your ears. We had so much fun chatting, so I hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed recording it. That is all for this pre-trip interview. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, keep daydreaming about where you long to be.